Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be giving my review for Day Shift. This is from J.J. Perry. If I looked correctly, it was his first movie he directed. I could be wrong, um, but I think it's maybe his first film. Correct me if in the comments if I'm wrong, but this is an hour and 53 minutes, so I'd say an hour and 40 some minutes without the end credits. This was on Netflix. It is a horror comedy. It is a vampire horror comedy. You have Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco, uh, Bordizzo. I don't know if I say her last name or not. Megan Good, Snoop Dogg, Steve Howey, and Scott Adkins. Now, this had all the makings of being a garbage film, and it's personally getting garbage reviews. But for me personally, I loved and enjoyed this film for what it is. Day Shift. You have Jamie Foxx's character, which I'll get into him in a minute for the movie because I have some thoughts on him. He plays Jablonski, a vampire hunter who used to work for the Union. I think that's what it was called, the Union, and he got basically kicked out, but he has to make money to. He ends up having to his wife. They're separated. They have a daughter. Megan Good plays his wife. She is going to have to move to Florida and take their daughter with her because she can't come up with the money for school as well as something else. Maybe her work, place where she rents for her work, maybe, or her house or something. But she needs money, so he has to get back into the Union, we'll call it. And so Snoop Dogg, who is character is John Elliott. Elliott is Jablonski's former partner when he worked for this company, and he helps him get back on board with them for like a trial basis. But he's paired up with Dave Franco's character, whose name is Seth. And Seth is sent with him to basically report back any infractions that he does because the guy running the company does not like Jablonski, wants him gone. So the slightest toe out of place, he's fired. Um. So he working the day shift is what obviously day shift works the day shift, hunting vampires, taking their teeth, trying to raise this money. He ends up in the beginning of this film. This is in the very beginning. He ends up killing this older woman. This older woman that's a vampire, and a guy. I don't know if it's her son. I guess maybe living with her. That's a vampire. And it turns out that was the daughter of this like ancient elder vampire. And so now she's after Jablonski. Um, and I think that is Heather. I believe might be that character. That Bordizzo. I think that's who that plays that character. So now she's after him, and she ends up kidnapping Jablonski's wife and daughter, and holding them, taking them back, and has plans to turn his daughter and get revenge for him killing her daughter. Because why not? Revenge, classic revenge. You take my kid, I take yours, basically. but and it's just they're basically back and forth between them, him trying to get to her and um, take her down. Um, where Steve Howie and Scott Adkins comes in at, there's a scene where they're going to this area to infiltrate this house, and I can't remember why they was infiltrating the house, but they end up seeing them. They're this famous vampire hunting brothers, and honestly, I loved their characters. I would watch a spin-off or a sequel, whatever you want to call it, of just their characters. They are so fun. Their action scenes, they're when in this film are great. All the kills in this movie and the action stuff is great. Even Snoop Dogg's good in this. They keep him kind of. They don't let him do too much. They keep him kind of basic, but what he does is uh, pretty good. Pretty isn't out of place. Um, Dave Franco is perfectly fine in this. He's kind of annoying in the beginning, and then he gets better towards the end because he actually, uh, you know, gets turned. Um, but uh, but yeah, back to the Howie and Atkins. I think I would love to see some kind of a spin-off with their characters because I think it would be such a fun movie. They were just they had great chemistry. Comedy was on point with them. It worked. I laughed throughout this whole film. I thought the action was amazing. Uh, the gore was perfectly suitable for being a Netflix film. Um, I just love this movie. I thought it's a simple plot. Guy unknowingly kills uh, a a vampire's daughter. Vampire seeks revenge. I mean, it's a pretty simple, basic plot. Um, they kind of throw in the side plot of him having to do this to raise money to keep his daughter there with him, which I did notice that was kind of the same plot points for First Sunday, Ice Cube and Tracy Morgan's movie when they rob the church because he needs money to keep his son and from getting took from him, and him and his son and his ex-wife moving to somewhere, I can't remember where. So it's kind of the same plot for that part of it, um but I didn't let that bother me. The only thing that I really had issue with, and not everything that kept this movie from being a perfect 5 out of 5 for me, was Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is not an actor that I enjoy or that I love. He's not at my top actors of all time. He, I don't mind him being in a movie in like a side role, but when you throw Jamie Foxx in a lead role like this, where he's trying to be funny, it just didn't work for me. And it really upset me because I wanted to love this film, and this film had just that potential of me, like I said, giving it a 5 out of 5. But his performance at moments were okay at best, but for the most part, I didn't love his portrayal of the character. Um, and that's what really sucks. I really wish they would have got somebody else. And if you love Jamie Foxx, that's great. But he's really becoming an actor that I just don't care a lot about to watch. Um, Everything I've seen him in, I've not loved him in. I know there's obviously roles that I haven't seen that he's done that's probably amazing, but just from what I've seen him in, I've not loved him in it. And this goes right up there with it. But I would definitely say go into this film as a shut your brain off horror comedy and don't think too much into it. Just enjoy the action, enjoy the kills, just have fun with it, and I think you'll come out having just a maybe so bad it's good type of experience of a movie. Um, I gave it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, I could have gave it a 5 out of 5 if it wasn't for Jamie Foxx, but I definitely recommend checking this one out. I know it's not going to be for everyone, but I recommend just giving it a try. You want to throw something on late one night to see some ridiculous vampire killing action with uh, some pretty good comedy moments thrown in here and there, then I would definitely say just go for it. Give it a shot and see what you think. But it's not going to be for everybody, obviously. So, but that is everything for my review for Day Shift. So please come like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we'll see you all on the next one.